morning. Welcome back to the homestead. Sure glad you could join. Beautiful morning. It was a nice cool night. Had a good night's sleep. Ran to the city this morning. And okay, town, not city, town. I guess you can't call a place with 1,800 people a city. It's a town. Anyway, ran there, picked some stuff up that I needed. A couple extra tarps and stuff for the builds and for our piles of lumber. Also, going to, if you look at the building behind me, you notice on the roof there, right there, there's this much missing fabric, and it's because when it blew off, it was a little bit short, but it was a little short in the front and the back. When we cut it originally, we probably told you, but when we cut it originally, we cut it for the 14-foot building, not taking into account the eaves that overhang. So it wound up being short. I've got some extra material, so I'm going to cut a strip. Use Gorilla contact cement, clear contact cement. I've done it on another building too that we cut too short, and I'm going to add a piece to it to make sure that it's weather tight. We're discussing the possibility of roofs and what we want to use in the near future. But for now, I need to make sure it's tight, or watertight, because we do have storms coming next week. At this point, they're showing rain almost every day, a little bit here and there. So I need to get that sealed up first and foremost, then I can get that off my plate and move on to other things. So first I got to gather up the stuff, then I'm going to have to lay the tarp out, cut the strip I need, and then glue it on and staple it. So I think it's time to get started. Well, the first thing I need to do, and I already did, was measure to see how big of a piece I need. I need about, I want to cover up the white strip that's on the edge because it's pretty glossy and I'm not sure how well it's going to stick to that. So I'm going to go a couple inches beyond that and then an inch over. That should leave me, I need a piece about 14 inches wide. So I'm going to spread this tarp out on the ground, get it flat, and then cut a 14-inch strip off of it, hopefully. Okay, got all my stuff gathered up, got that strip cut. I need to wipe the roof down, get the dust off of it, and then roll the strip out and start gluing it down, I guess. It's a shame, it's really, really hot up there. It's going to make that contact cement set up really fast. I waited too late. I should have done it early this morning and I didn't. But oh well, it is what it is, I guess. We'll see how it works. Should work fine. That Gorilla contact cement's pretty good stuff. So I guess I just better get on with it. well, that gets that part glued down. What I will do when it cools down this evening is I will take some of that contact cement and put it on the top side of the seam and just kind of smooth it out. That makes sure that it gets sealed and no moisture gets under that seam at all, even between the two, where you never know. There could be an area where I might have not quite got enough glue or whatever, but that will seal that. As far as stapling it goes, I'm going to wait about, I don't know, probably 20 minutes. That should be enough for that stuff to set up pretty good, and then I'll go ahead and staple the edges. And then it will, other than sealing the seam itself, that'll be that. Didn't take very long. Should have done it a long time ago. Didn't do it. It rained last week pretty hard. We had a pretty good storm come through. And so we got a lot of water, and we did get a little water on the inside. We saw staining on the ceiling and one or two of the studs on this end. So should have done it before. Honestly, out of sight, out of mind. Knew I had to do it. Needed to get some glue. Got the glue, and then just forgot. There you go. That should take care of that. The roof is still pretty stable. We're not going to have to replace anything, I'm pretty sure. The roofing should go down fine right over the top of it, whichever material we decide to use, whether that be asphalt shingles or roll-out asphalt or even metal. Any of that should go over it, no problem. There's no mold or mildew or anything like that happening, so it should be fine. Alright, well that should be long enough. Let's see if we can get this stapled without pulling the seam loose. You know, there was a couple of holes there from a tree branch that fell and punctured it. And while I was patching those holes up, it reminded me When I cut that tree down next to that cottage, and it fell completely the wrong way because I did a not so good job at cutting it down, but when it fell, it punctured a couple holes in that roof tarp. And I said I was going to go patch those, or at least, you know, glue them shut, and I never did that. This reminded me of that, so we probably should go do that right now. Yes, there is a couple of holes in this roof. So I cut a couple of patch pieces, we'll glue them on, take care of that right now. Alright, that does it for me today. Thank you for watching us here on the homestead. We really appreciate it. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with your friends, and leave us that comment. We'll see you later. Bye now.